Hi, welcome to a bonus market update for the candlecharts.com family, and we're going to be looking at both the S&P on the equity side, and we'll be looking at a forex market. And the reason I wanted to get to the S&P is because we're still at a critical level. Notice these blue resistance lines. The market closed above it late last week, and in theory, old resistance, these blue lines, should become new support. So on Tuesday, we had a bearish engulfing pattern, and by the way, I'm making this after Tuesday's close. We had a bearish engulfing pattern, and the black candle wrapping around the white, which is a sign of caution, but the market is still at a support area. So it really has to close under, I'd say, 1210 to say that the market indeed has formed what's called a falling off the roof. In other words, making a new high and failing to hold the new high. But the problem with the S&P is that even if it does hold this support and continues the rally, really to say that we've broken above major resistance, I mean, indeed, this is a resistance area, multi-month resistance, the market did close above it, but we really have to get above this neckline. This is a weekly chart. This is a head and shoulders top, the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and what's shown by the dashed line is a neckline. And in theory, once one breaks under the neckline becomes a resistance area. So even if the market does hold above this resistance zone here, I'm showing with my arrow, it really has to get above this neckline, about 1280, to say that indeed we did put an important base in place. But what I'd be looking at now is right now the trend is neutral. We have a bearish signal, but market is holding support. And to me, unless we close above this neckline here, the little longer term trend, the intermediate term trend is still down. So what that means is what I'd prefer to do is play this on the negative side if the market closes under either this second blue line here where I have my arrow, or if you want a little extra more bearish confirmation, closing under the lows over here. Now, as far as forex is concerned, we have a rising support line. I probably should have drawn this a little bit more accurately, but a rising support line, which is keeping all sell-offs in check. But it's kind of a battle going on here. You see the prior support on the top blue line and the blue line down here. So we're now, the euro is now in a resistance zone, and if this can get above, I'd say 141, then I would not see any resistance until these dual bearish engulfing patterns here near 146. Actually, three. Look at this. Bearish engulfing pattern, bearish engulfing pattern, bearish engulfing pattern. Okay, you think the market had problems at 146? So on a close above 141, my next major resistance would be up at around the 145 to 146 area, and I'm looking for support on any corrections to this rising support line. If it breaks under the rising support line, now keep in mind, because it's a rising line, every day this gets higher and higher, the next support under that, and to me it's actually more important support would be these multi-tested support levels down around the 136.50 area. So thanks for joining me, and hope you found this useful.